Welcome, welcome. It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today's video, I am highlighting my most recent foray to Walla and back, as it helped me reach 1,000,000 credits once again. The previous couple of times that I've hit 1,000,000 credits, I have spent most of those credits on ship components, on weapons, different things to, I guess make certain ships better and to make my first-person shooter chances better. When I go into combat on foot, I want to be able to have an impact. So I bought a bunch of weapons, armor, components with that money, and it knocks it out pretty quick, especially when you're talking about getting some of the top-of-the-line jump drives, shields, etc. Those are extremely expensive. Let me ask you guys this. When you hit 1,000,000 credits, what do you do with your money? Do you spend it? Do you hold on to it? Are you getting the money specifically for a certain ship out there that you're looking for? Are you trying to fix up a certain ship? I have a few ships in my hangar, and it would take a ridiculous amount of credits to fix them all up, to get them, to like grade A status. So I haven't even tried to do that. I've only fixed up the ones that I'm going to use the most, or at least over the last few patches used the most. With patch 3.10 coming out and being able to use fixed weapons a little bit, well, supposedly a little bit better, some of that meta may change for me. I may want to invest more money into some of those other ships that I haven't been using because I felt fixed guns were much more viable on them. So we may see me use some of the money on that, but I think for me personally, overall, now that I hit 1,000,000 credits, the goal is to hit something like 2,000,000, where I can do these runs consistently, with a full cargo bay of Laranite or some such in the Caterpillar. And if something were to happen, I would still have a nest egg that I can fall back upon and build back up. Or if I decide I want to spend 1,000,000 credits on, components for ships, I'll have that money to do that, and I can just make some more cargo runs to make up for it. So I want to have a good little nest egg in the bank, so to speak, instead of just blowing the entire 1,000,000 credits that I earn off of this mission on, components for ships. I think that's going to be the smart route to play it for myself, so that I don't have to spend so much time building back up to 1,000,000 credits. And if you made a drinking game out of how many times I've said 1,000,000 credits in this video, you're going to be drunk before we get halfway through. So I did choose to do cargo running as the main way to get to that point here at the end of this, this whole 1,000,000 credit run. Just because I feel like, for me, cargo running is the most fun gameplay loop that I've encountered. Don't get me wrong, I really like a lot of the other gameplay loops. I enjoy mining. I also enjoy the combat side of things. But cargo running, for some reason, to me, just has a much more, laid back feel. It's something that I feel like I can grind on a little bit more, as opposed to mining, which could be pretty intense. It's kind of a luck of the draw type situation, and I'm sure cargo running will almost get to that point at some point or another because of quanta. You don't know when you get to a station what something's going to be worth in the future, because quanta may, you may end up having 100 people go to that same station and sell their goods there, dropping the price dramatically over where it was just, an hour earlier. So that's a very real possibility in the future for cargo hauling. But right now, I know that I'm getting really good, money worth back from one of these runs that I'm doing. It's just, I guess it's just more laid back, and I seem to enjoy it a little bit more than if I were to be grinding at mining. Now, I do have some Orgamates that love mining so much that they've mastered it to a point where they're just making gobs and gobs of money doing it. That's awesome. I want them to teach me how to do that, how to find those beautiful rocks. The one time that I found a rock that was going to give me, probably 200,000 credits, I 30K'd in the middle of breaking it down. So that was very disappointing. Mining, like I said, is a very random and chaotic, I guess, gameplay loop at the moment. It's just up and down. So here I am at Walla. I'm at ArtCorp Mining 45, and I'm going to fill up with Laranite. I won't be able to fill the whole ship up with it because I don't have enough credits as yet. Maybe on the next run. Actually, I think it'll be a couple runs away before I can actually fill the whole thing up. Again, I'm spending all my credits, something I don't recommend you do, because, if you 30K or you get blown up, everything's gone. You're starting from scratch, and that's going to suck. Looks like we are taking off in a dust storm here on Walla. This was a very quick run this time through. I do believe it took less than 30 minutes, so not a bad profit for less than 30 minutes of go. I know with the Carrack being the subscriber free fly ship right now, a lot of you are using it to do your cargo runs. Totally worth it. Definitely a good way to build up the funds, as it's got a cargo hold just smaller than the Caterpillars. It's very effective at doing that, though that's not its main purpose. Its main purpose is going to be exploration, and we will have to see how the exploration game loop works out in the hopefully not so distant future, but I have a feeling that's going to be one of the last things they put in, which is unfortunate because that's the number one thing that Star Citizens want to enjoy, according to polls and stuff. It's just not something that they have planned, at least not yet. I'm hoping when the iCache system gets in, that maybe we can actually set our own waypoints. So if you want to go off and explore part of the Air and Halo, you'll be able to set up a waypoint there and just fly there. If you want to go to the outer reaches of this system, you'll be able to do that as well by just clicking on a waypoint and doing some exploring. But you're also talking about possibly doing a needle in a haystack when you play like that. You're just guessing at where something could be. That's something that you might need an Endeavor for with its space telescope to tell you where important areas of interest would be. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the exploration game loop like many of you are. For now, though, cargo running is probably my favorite way to make money. And, it's quick, it's laid back, it's enjoyable for me. What are the ways that you guys want to make money in the game in the future and currently? Please let me know in the comments down below. We can talk about it. Maybe I'll do a video about it. That would be really cool. I also want to say thank you to everybody who has been supporting me. My Patreon, my YouTube members, all you guys who are watching the videos. If you watch the video and get an ad and you watch the ad all the way through, and or you click on the ad, that definitely helps my video out a lot, or my channel out a lot. That's how I make revenue off of these videos. So I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for doing that. This last month was my best month yet. So that is really fantastic. It's all due to you guys. Thank you again. I'm not able to quit my day job yet. A long ways from that still. I'm not even making a week's earnings off of YouTube. And I don't get paid very much with my current job, so that's not saying a whole lot, is it? Hopefully I will get a better paying job here soon. I've been applying all over the place, interviewing with quite a few different companies, and maybe I'll get one that will pay a pretty handsome salary and be able to, you know, be able to afford more things in life. I need to get a new computer, or actually 2 new computers, really. I need to have a few extra things. This house has a lot of things that need to be fixed up in it, so I have to find a way to afford all that. My wife wants a vacation in the next year. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to, be able to afford that, which brings up a new nightmare when it comes to trying to get content out for you guys. A whole week, I may have to try to get a whole week's worth of content beforehand, which could be pretty rough. But we'll have to deal with that hurdle when we get there. So once again, thank you to all you guys who have been supporting the channel. I want this channel to continue to grow. I feel like we just need one little catalyst to skyrocket us up to 10,000, 20,000 viewers. Hopefully we'll get there sooner rather than later. But thank you once again. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.